This post is for my followers. If you're not a follower of mine, you probably won't like it. And even if you do follow me, you might not like it too. So if you fish, you know that it can be difficult to tell whether or not you have a keeper on the line. Fish can be very deceptive in the water, and you can think that you have a super big keeper, anything, pull it up, and suddenly you realize I have an itty bitty baby bluegill. Sometimes though, it can feel like you don't have anything on the line, and then they swallow the hook, kind of like this perch. And then honestly, even after you land the fish, there tends to take some examination to say, is this a fish that is worth me filleting, taking the time to fillet? Does it have enough meat on it, or should I throw it back? You see, the thing is that Jesus told us that he was going to teach his apostles how to be fishers of men. That means that not everybody is going to like you. Some people might even like you initially, and then they're going to throw you back. They're going to decide they don't. They're going to stop investing their time in you. But quite honestly, that's to be expected. You don't want every fish to come in. You don't want to keep every fish. Some you want to throw back so they can get bigger on their own. Others you just wouldn't be worth it to fillet. But then also the surprising thing happens where the littlest baby fishes become the tastiest. They become the ones that have the most attention, that are going to bring in the most meat, and you thought it was seaweed. God works in absolutely mysterious ways. We cannot understand him in his fullness, and that is why we must abide in the Bible. We must abide in the Holy Spirit. We must abide in all of these things in order to understand what it is that he wants from us and how it is. What's the bait, so to speak? Are we using live worms, or are we using lures? What's the bait that he wants us to use? Because we're all called to use our talents. We all have different talents, and we're called to use those in a way that serves him. Now, are we all going to do that perfectly every single time? No, we're not. But we can try. And when we fail, we go back to him. We are ultimately accountable to God. He knows our hearts. He knows the knowledge that is in our heads. He knows what we are trying to say and what we are trying to share, which is not always going to come across clearly and effectively in whatever manner we're communicating. And I tell you what, even if you only catch one fish, it's still a pretty decent snack. At the end of the day, if you are consistently actively putting yourself out there, fish will find you. And while you will not hook every single one that bites, while you may misfillet one and get a ton of bones in it and have to throw it away, while you're going to screw up, you can still catch one. And that one is enough. Literally just cooked in butter, and it is so good.